Into the gap for four. Over fishing that one, China Fini. Experimenting with extra bit of zip, power, pace, but got the angle wrong on that occasion. Well guarded. Knew when that ball was going to be foolish. She's going to look to play it late. She's done very well here. Once again, showing the value of getting that on board. Critical here for South Africa. Oh, right. Don't really too many wickets, if at all. Well, we're keeping an eye on that. Run rate required, match situation. He's living dangerously. Knots and cross. The Inverax Solar Energy Challenge. Who's winning this? Oh, he's simple and as straightforward as that. It's a draw. It's a draw. Smash down the ground for four. Beautifully struck. Brilliant. That's the point, yeah. That it can't be too cold. 26 without loss.
ये भी और आप भी
सालों से चली आ रही सुपर से इस मोहब्बत को मिला है एक नया ढंग। बिग ग्रीन सुपर, सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा।
क्यों है ये दाम इतना इम्पॉसिबल?
लेकिन अब एरियल करेगा सब पॉसिबल। एरियल में शामिल माइक्रो स्क्रबर्स की पावर कॉलर्स के जिद की दामों का सफाया सिर्फ एक धुलाई में। और जब है तो जाओ जरा दिल को जगाओ, जिगर जरा डुबकी लगा, हो जाएगा टी टाइम बना।
Commander Power Shine. Nexon, feel good.
Simon, I'll share it with you. Hendricks on strike now. So it's a little bit of room right up the offside. So if you pronounce Janaman without the Y and you make it a J and you say Janaman in Urdu, that means lover. And I was going to say that was a lovely shot from Janaman.
Got our statistician with his head in his hands. You see him practicing your Urdu.
Dragged away, and that's going to be a boundary. So that's a very handy boundary second ball of this over.
That slower ball wasn't at off speed, looking to just take pace off. He read it well here. Dragged it with that slow nature.
It's going to be harder and harder to bowl, I think, with this wet ball, these slower balls. You're going to have to maybe just do a couple of cross speed. Something else that's going to help a little bit more rather than just have all these variations of a cross speed. Short delivery. Good grip on that. Same result. Full speed, 145 kilometres per hour.
Really good, quick bouncer. But well played as well from Milan. Right up the grill.
And whipped away, and he almost got a little bonus from that shot. Down there at fairly fine. Have a look where this goes. Almost near the $500 service tyre target. Probably about 2 metres away from it, that's all. Put that up. So this is now going to be a big over. Taking full toll now.
Well, it's not great bowling. He's drifting it onto that leg stump time and time again. Slower ball was dragged down. A really good pull shot.
Now this one just drifting in onto those pads. But I put them away, but this is good batting.
Yeah, and all of those boundaries have been in that same region, just near that service tie hit and win board. A small one. Come on, guys, make it bigger. Give 'em a target to go with.
How about each game? It just gets a little bit bigger when it's not hit.
Good idea. It's a lovely sound off the bat. This time it's in front of square. Another boundary. That's the 4-4 of 4 balls.
I think by now Harris Welch should have worked out that he doesn't mind playing the short ball. That's 3 in this over. Banged in. That is properly out of the middle of the bat as well. Impressive. That at the other end hasn't had a lot to do, has he? Reza Hendricks, 7 from 9.
And a full-on frown there from Baba Azam. He's off and running. 8 forwards in that 35. Now the man is pushed from the circle, just down on that fine leg fence to protect that $500 board.
Just to really put more of a frown on the captain's face. Don't bowl wide outside off.
So we've all thought about going over the top 2, changed his shot in the last minute. 18 runs off that over 5 times, 24 for none.
Ready, steady, boom! Ready, get England's all right.
लो चूक गएगा अब कोई नहीं निकाल जो कोई नहीं कर सकता वही तो चैंपियन करता है नया बेहतर सर्फ एक्सेल इसकी स्टेन लिफ्टर टेक्नोलॉजी कपड़ों की तह में जाके सब सूखे दाग भी खींच निकाले नया सर्फ एक्सेल दागों का चैंपियन
ये भी और आप भी
क्यों है ये दाग इतना इम्पॉसिबल
लेकिन अब एरियल करेगा सब पॉसिबल। एरियल में शामिल माइक्रो स्क्रबर्स की पावर कॉलर्स के जितनी दागों का सफाया सिर्फ एक धुलाई में।
सालों से चली आ रही सुपर से इस मोहब्बत को मिला है एक नया बीट क्लीन सुपर। सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा।
का मोटरसाइकिल टायर मजबूत
कमांडर पावर शाइन
Introducing Peak Cream's Choco Lava. Peak Cream's Choco Lava. Bigger and chunkier.
Oh, he's gone straight down the ground. That is a beauty. That's the beauty of the free.
Slow ball 2 from Shaheen. He might change things up here and look to come around the wicket. He's just bowled it too full. He's taken pace off, just watch the grip. Roll his fingers across it. Trying to bowl that slow ball. He's weighted nicely. Really high elbow. Impressed early on here with Malan.
I understand the thing, I suppose, the way they put the boundaries away at that last over, the ball coming onto the bat. He's trying to hold it back a little bit. 50 on the board now for South Africa. Out of the blocks very smartly, these two. Full toss. Straight to the man, and Malone knew it.
Disgusted with himself there. Malan. So where they've bowled, a lot of them have been short. Boundaries in the slot, boundaries short.
Sibold just trying to tuck up the line a bit around the wicket now. He seems to change that line quite easily. Shaheen, Shah-Afridi, someone stepping into a round as soon as he needs to. They do need Pakistan as a wicket. They need to break the stand.
should be settling a few nerves as well that may have been in and around that South African dressing room. Quite a few inexperienced type players in there, but I think they did a relatively good job with the ball. Maybe 10 to 15 more than what they would have liked. A great start. It's been pleasing for those gentlemen sitting in the dugout, I'm sure. Claesson, ready to go. Love watching him play. Very, very good player, Heinrich Claesson.
He seems to do a really good job whenever he's represented his country in 50 over stuff or T20s. Relishing the opportunity to be captain of this T20 team. South Africa was suffered quite badly from COVID. So he's only been able to practice. He had it some time ago actually, but he's only been able to practice hard in the last 3 weeks. So he's fine now and couldn't wait to get going. He had a couple of hits. Behind John Smuts next to him. That's a good comeback after that first ball. First for 6, the last 5 for 1, 51 for none.
ना ये एड आम है और ना इसमें इस निम्को का कोई काम है। फ्रेश है कुरकुरे निम्को, हाई क्वालिटी इंग्रेडिएंट, चटपटे herbs और spices, ताजे और लेमन, मोजीले हाइजीनिक पैकेजिंग, जो रखे कुरकुरे निम्को को आराम, खस्ता और बिल्कुल से। क्या हुआ? सही नहीं बोला?
बहुत अच्छा था। अब मैं खाती।
अब निम्को नहीं, सिर्फ कुरकुरे निम्को। इस पिच पे पाकिस्तान जीतेगा।
In the आपके प्रीति पाकिस्तान इतनी कितना?
बड़े ख्वाबों को चाहिए और ये हिफाजत। नया लाइफ बॉय केयर एंड प्रोटेक्ट जो दे जरासीम से 100% यकीनी हिफाजत। बड़े ख्वाब, बड़ी हिफाजत। नया लाइफ बॉय।
क्यों है ये दाव? इतना इम्पॉसिबल।
लेकिन अब एरियल करेगा सब पॉसिबल। एरियल में शामिल माइक्रो स्क्रबर की पावर कॉलर्स के जितनी दामों का सफाया सिर्फ एक धुलाई में।
सालों से चली आ
I reckon there would have been some nice chats about leg spin bowling as he was growing up, Simon.
Well, you would hope so. Rather terrific bowler, Abdul Qadir. Remember him bouncing in the enclosure. Funny enough, the instant thing I see here from Usman Qadir is just before delivery that, have a look at the left arm and the left hand is exactly the same as where his dad was. And that little bend of the wrist just before bowling did Abdul Qadir. Very similar at just before delivery.
Lucky enough or unlucky enough. That's the way to go here, but the play gets him. Australia, early 80s.
वो देखना उसको मलेशिया से भी डिलीवरी कर दो पता नहीं कुछ
Such a quick action. Pick that Broggan, the standard leg, but also blur along it just to
हाँ
come
ले जाओ क्या पूछ रहे हो
He was seriously good players out in this time. Summerline, 44 now of 26. Performance so far has been really good. Strike rate of 170. The Bray Shandy, he said initially when the ball was dry, actually you could give it a bit of a rip, but soon afterwards it started getting a little bit wet. It became quite challenging. Also, Robin, well picked by Alim Dar.
Rolling, so definitely missing leg stump. Sign of a review.
That is sensational. That is a magnificent delivery, and I think we can say he enjoyed that.
Beautiful brilliant from Usman Kadir. Have a look at the drift. Drifts in and then turns and clips the outside of off stuff. That is superb.
भैया बार वायरस है जरूरत हम इसको बहुत कर देंगे
लाइफोन हम वॉश के साथ करें वाम ब्लैक और वायरस छू
सालों से चली आ रही सुपर से इस मोहब्बत को मिला है एक नया ढंग बीफ क्लीन सुपर सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा
खुद पे थोड़ा नाज भी सूफी है अपना मिजाज भी बिस्मिल्लाह
सूफी जो नाम है एतमाद का
कमांडर पावर शाइन लिट है
ये भी और आप भी
पेट का हाथ धोने के बाद घंटों तक जर्म्स को वापस आने से महसूस करता है
swinging and missing at that first up. What an outstanding delivery that was to pick up the wicket in that over as well. End of the 7th, 53 for 1.
क्यों है ये दाव इतना इम्पॉसिबल
विकेट अप एरियल करेगा सब पॉसिबल एरियल में शामिल माइक्रो स्क्रबर की पावर कॉलर्स के जितनी दामों का सफाया सिर्फ एक धुलाई में
सालों से चली आ रही सुपर से इस मोहब्बत को मिला है एक नया ढंग बीफ क्लीन सुपर सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा इस पिच पे पाकिस्तान जीतेगा
मुझे आपके बेबी पाकिस्तान की मेरी किस्मत
बड़े ख्वाबों को चाहिए बड़ी हिफाजत नया लाइफ बॉय केयर एंड प्रोटेक्ट जो दे जरासीम से 100% यकीनी हिफाजत बड़े ख्वाब बड़ी हिफाजत नया लाइफ बॉय
डायमंड का मोटरसाइकिल टायर मजबूत सफल महफूज Ready, steady, boom! One shot! It's a sixer! Red Bull gave him.
In straight to the fielder.
Well, Hendricks has to pick up the mantle here. He's look at this, Mike. I mean, this is just beautiful bowling. Completely played around it. Every leg spinner's dream.
He hasn't faced many deliveries, Hendricks, so he's going to have to get a couple in the middle, I suppose, and then make sure he steps on the gas here and not do anything silly. There's another quick wiggle with the debutant just arriving. That's a fine stroke. That is beautifully played. Little carpet for 4.
Yeah, I mean, he's got two relatively good dot balls to start. Yes, a little bit of whip from them, but he's just given this one some air. Finally given Hendricks something to play with, being able to come forward and gets the gap on the offside. So you heard Rizwan in the stump, Mike. I think he was best pleased with that delivery.
It wasn't a fake slide. The umpires don't like that, and they can be penalised these days. But there's no way it was a fake slide. He thought at one stage he was going to be able to stop and get that. He was lucky he didn't come clattering into his teammate who was charging in. Should I dive? Should I? I'm going to dive. Look out! All okay. Thankfully, says Shaheen. Look there, I think, from Rizwan at the ball, just to see how wet it actually was. So it's a good thing, good work from the skipper. Done just to get the spinners involved at this stage, but still not too wet. That's a tidy enough start. 6 off the first, 59 for 1.
लो सूख गए था अब कोई नहीं निकाल सकता जो कोई नहीं कर सकता वही तो चैंपियन करता है नया बेहतर सर्फ एक्सेल इसकी स्टेन लिफ्टर टेक्नोलॉजी कपड़ों की तह में जाके सब सूखे दाग भी खींच निकाले नया सर्फ एक्सेल दागों का चैंपियन
सालों से चली आ रही सुपर टेन इस मोहब्बत को मिला है एक नया ढंग बेहतरीन सुपर सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा
नेक्सॉन फील गुड क्यों है ये दाग इतने इम्पॉसिबल
लेकिन अब एरियल करेगा सब पॉसिबल। एरियल में शामिल माइक्रो स्क्रबर्स की पावर कॉलर्स के जितनी दागों का सफाया सिर्फ एक धुलाई में।
Didn't read the wrong one, and I think moving forward, this is going to be the clincher for Pakistan. They want to introduce trial by spin for South African batsmen. Back at the hand, delivery not read. All at sea.
Yeah, once you don't read it off the hand, it's A, very difficult playing it, and B, almost impossible to attack it.
It's a glossy white ball, and so difficult to read the reds on it. So you got to read it off the hand, off the palm. And look to be more on the front foot than back foot, and you tend to do that once or when you don't read the spin on the ball. On the bounce to the fielder at long on.
Yeah, the only chance you take is on Kaza just dropped short. Right to 47.
Like his dad, he seems to have strong wrist. And for a leg spinner to be successful, get those revs on the ball, you've got to have strong wrist. Like this time, once again, trying to work the ball against the spin. And Rizwan is absolutely right. I wish we could translate everything that he's saying behind the stumps. Pangani Lena means don't try to change anything in polite terms. His natural loop as well. He's pretty tall. He's about 6 feet. Doesn't have to really flight the ball a lot.
With the opportunity, both bats are not reading him. You just have to hit his length time and time again. Doesn't matter if it's the googly or the leg spinner, because at the moment, South Africa all at sea against leg spin.
Very much on the cards. Usman Khadir. And he saw the leg spin and the googly. He might as well shake his hand, but he knew himself probably to a certain degree that it was a no-brainer that his wicket was round the corner. Wrong and not picked.
लो सूख गए था अब कोई नहीं निकाल सकता जो कोई नहीं कर सकता वही तो चैंपियन करता है नया बेहतर सर्फ एक्सेल इसकी स्टेन लिफ्टर टेक्नोलॉजी कपड़ों की तह में जाके सब सूखे दाग भी खींच निकाले नया सर्फ एक्सेल दागों का चैंपियन
क्या हुआ रुक क्यों गए बार बार कट्स और अनकंफर्टेबल शेप ट्राई करो नया ब्लू थ्री जो मजे से दे बिना कट वाला स्मूथ शेप लो खुद ट्राई करो जिलेट ब्लू थ्री में है फ्री क्रोमियम ब्लेड्स और हार्ड लूब्रेंट स्ट्रेट कंप्रेशन टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ तभी तो ये चले पूरे 10 शेप्स तक तो अब ब्लू थ्री से करो शेप पूरे 10 शेप्स तक बिना कट फटाफट
Introducing Peak Cream's Choco Lava. Peak Cream's Choco Lava. Bigger and chunkier. सालों से चली आ रही सुपर से इस मोहब्बत को मिला है एक नया ढंग। बिग क्लीन सुपर, सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा। हमने मिलाया है वक्त की रफ्तार से कदम। इस मिट्टी की आबियारी के लिए मेहनत को बनाया है शियार अपना। ये है FFC का अज़्म।
क्यों है ये दाग इतना इम्पॉसिबल?
लेकिन अब एरियल करेगा सब पॉसिबल। एरियल में शामिल माइक्रो स्क्रबर्स की पावर कॉलर्स के जितनी दागों का सफाया सिर्फ एक धुलाई में।
Ready, steady, boom! What a shot! It's a sixer! Red Bull gave him wings, all right.
और आप भी
Diamond का मोटरसाइकिल टायर, टायर मजबूत, सफर महफूज।
उजली धुलाइया में पावर शाइन लाइया में जब कपड़े लगे बिल्कुल न्यू तो फिर दूसरा पाउडर क्रीम कमांडर पावर शाइन।
Yeah, Googly just had to hit his length because he's not reading him at all. And once he hit his length, he was always in with a chance.
The front foot not covering the line of the spin and staying on that inside, on the leg side of the ball. This should be a natural angle for Miller, left arm spin. Trying to suppress South African aggression with spin. Don't have to do a lot, just do the basics well here. Look to pitch the ball within the stumps, not give them any weight. Settles really will not hurt Pakistan. After a rollicking start, South African rhythm has dropped.
Introduction of spin, base off the ball, get left arm spin, especially leg spin. Usman Qadir 2 overs 2 for 4. Not been able to get any sort of momentum against spin. Required goes over 10. There is problems. And the problems will continue if we don't solve how to play spin.
Extravagant spin. It's been given as a wide. But it'd be pretty tough the way that ball's spun. You've got to get the angles right. Get to the pitch of the ball and then pick the spin. Playing with the spin is the better route. Problem for South Africa is that this trial by spin can continue, but there are plenty of other options in spin for Pakistan. Pushbill hits the car. It's a part-time off spinner, but looking at how South Africans have played spin, it could be in for a bit of a stint as well. 66 for 2.
मचा दे धूम।
Pitch पे पाकिस्तान जीतेगा।
इनसे आपके पीछे पाकिस्तान की विकेट लूंगा।
बड़े ख्वाबों को चाहिए बड़ी हिफाजत। नया लाइफ बॉय केयर एंड प्रोटेक्ट जो दे जरासीम से 100% यकीनी हिफाजत। बड़े ख्वाब बड़ी हिफाजत। नया लाइफ बॉय। सालों से चली आ रही सुपर से इस मोहब्बत को मिला है एक नया ढंग। बिग क्लीन सुपर, सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा।
कमांडर पावर शाइन।
ये भी और आप भी।
हेड एंड शोल्डर्स 2 in 1 जो खुश्की का खात्मा करे और इसमें शामिल कंडीशनर रखे आपके बालों को हर सीजन में सॉफ्ट एंड ब्यूटीफुल। हेड एंड शोल्डर्स 2 in 1।
डायमंड का मोटरसाइकिल टायर मशीन सफर बेहतरीन।
लो सूख गए दांत, अब कोई नहीं निकाल सकता। जो कोई नहीं कर सकता वही तो चैंपियन करता है। नया बेहतर सर्फ एक्सेल, इसकी स्टेन लिफ्टर टेक्नोलॉजी कपड़ों की तह में जाके सब सूखे दाग भी खींच निकाले। नया सर्फ एक्सेल, दागों का चैंपियन।
Introducing Peak Creams Choco Lava. Peak Creams Choco Lava. Bigger and chunkier.
पेट का हाथ धोने के बाद घंटों तक जेल को वापस पानी से मजबूती करता है। बेटा के पास रखे पास तुम्हें अब घंटों में पास है। हेड एंड शोल्डर्स 2 in 1 जो खुश्की का खात्मा करे और इसमें शामिल कंडीशनर रखे आपके बालों को हर सीजन में सॉफ्ट
मैं क्या
एंड
करेगी
ब्यूटीफुल।
चाइना पूछेगी वो तो चाइना हो जाऊंगा यहाँ फोन नहीं उठा रही
सालों से चली आ रही सुपर टी जिस मोहब्बत को मिला है एक नया ढंग। Peak Creams Super. सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा।
सोसाइटी का भी कोई स्कीम की भी दी है तो कैसे देती क्या देते हैं किसको देते हैं फोन तो फोन है
और आप भी।
मेरा फोन नहीं उठा रही है तो यार चार्ज खत्म हो गया होगा क्या
Ready,
समझे
steady,
इसलिए वो
boom!
दूसरी देता है
One
तो फोन से जोड़ भी करनी
shot! It's a sixer! Red Bull Game Wings, all right.
हेड एंड शोल्डर्स 2 in 1
आपको
जो
पता
खुश्की
है
का
तो
खात्मा
बीज
करे
है
और इसमें
नहीं
शामिल
अभी
कंडीशनर
डेढ़
रखे
बीज
आपके बालों को हर सीजन में सॉफ्ट एंड ब्यूटीफुल। हेड एंड शोल्डर्स 2 in 1।
डायमंड का मोटरसाइकिल
मैं
टायर
दवाई नहीं मिलती है चार्ज खत्म हो गया होगा क्या करें सबको टेस्ट कर
मचा दी
सब चीजें खाए ना कल अभी मुझे देखी बोले दीजिए
और आप भी।
जल्दी खा लो तो जल्दी
कमांडर पावर शाइन।
तो वो मैं कैसे बोलूं मेरा फोन नहीं उठा रही थी मुझे जाती है इसको लगे इसके दोस्त का फोन से की
और आप भी।
तेरा मूड क्यों खराब है
कमांडर पावर शाइन।
मेरी कढ़ाई सब होती है मेरी टमाटर की सब उसी का सब
थोड़ा सा
खाई
तेल में डाल दो
हाँ और उसके बाद सारा फूल
Ready, steady,
या पहले
boom!
आलू डालो
It's a sixer! Red Bull Game Wings, all right.
हेड एंड
वो
शोल्डर्स
बात
2 in 1 जो खुश्की का खात्मा करे
मैं
और
करती
हरी
हूँ
मिर्ची और वो है जैसे
मैं
मैंने
के साथ ऐसा ना
हर
तो
सीजन में
फिर
सॉफ्ट
बोल
एंड
देंगे
ब्यूटीफुल। हेड एंड
तुम्हारे
शोल्डर्स 2 in 1
तो उससे काट दो
सालों से चली आ रही सुपर टी जिस मोहब्बत को मिला है एक नया ढंग। Peak Creams Super. सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा।
क्यों है ये दाग इतने इम्पॉसिबल?
लेकिन अब एरियल करेगा सब पॉसिबल। एरियल में शामिल माइक्रो स्क्रबर्स की पावर कॉलर्स के जितनी दागों का सफाया सिर्फ एक धुलाई में।
नेक्स्ट साइड पीक
Ready, steady, boom!
हाँ बोल भाई क्या हुआ आपको लिंक आगे भेजी नहीं ग्वालियर सोसाइटी का आगे क्या मुझे नहीं पता करीब क्या है
कहना कहना करीम नहीं आएगा डेढ़ी 9:30 बजे आएंगे करीम की आंखें बहुत दर्द हो रही हैं ये और मैं परेशान हो गई तू कैसा आएगी जल्दी यार जल्दी पका कर सुबह बीज है वापस 4 बजे कैसा खाना खाएंगे मुझे बीज याद नहीं था अब कैसे आएगी तो डैडी फोन कर तू तेरा फोन क्यों बंद आ रहा है बार बार सही है तू जल्दी से आने का कैसा आएगी अब पूछ मैंने तो अभी फोन किया मुझे बोले 9:30 बजे निकलूंगा तो कायनात को भी लगा वो करीम को भी लगा तो फिर आप फोन कर अभी वक्त पे गया उसके साथ शबी के साथ तो तू फोन कर क्या पता आ जावे दोनों को फोन के मुझे बता जल्दी से, फोन बंद नहीं होना चाहिए।
Lovely shot there. First boundary conceded by Usman, but
चावल बना लेते, चावल तो वैसे दाल हाँ प्याज काटती हूँ, ये क्यों ऐसा
बात मेरी लीड खराब आती है, टीवी भी
ये तो ये पुराना है,
20 साल
पुराना नया था ये 20 साल पुराना है, कितना प्यारा है। तो इसके अंदर भी कुछ ऐसी लीड भी खराब है,
मेरी लीड खराब
बाकी तो सही है ना,
वो इतना खराब ही आएगा तो टीवी
बहुत जबरदस्त लीड पूरी
Brighter fan of the match. Play the brighter fan of the match contest and win a signed ball by the player of the match. Could probably respond. Could sign the ball for the fan of the match.
वो किसी को भेज चाहिए तो वो कुछ भेजना
Unless Usman Kader ends up with a sixer or a fiver.
मतलब 2 मिनट तो मत
Seven off this over. Hendricks sort of settled for that. So he gets a single, he taps. Usman with that sweep shot again. Drive, Upish into the gap. Well connected, that's good batting. Really good stuff. 77 for 2.
लेट है
ये भी और आप भी
Ready, steady, boom! What a shot! It's a sixer! Red Bull gave him wings, all right. सालों से चली आ रही सुपर से इस मोहब्बत को मिला है एक नया ढंग, बी क्लीन सुपर, सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा।
लो सूख गए था, अब कोई नहीं निकाल सकता, जो कोई नहीं कर सकता वही तो चैंपियन करता है। नया बेहतर सर्फ एक्सेल, इसकी स्टेन लिफ्टर टेक्नोलॉजी कपड़ों की तह में जाके सब सूखे दाग भी खींच निकाले। नया सर्फ एक्सेल, दागों का चैंपियन।
Introducing Peak Creams Choco Mama. Peak Creams Choco Mama. Bigger and chunkier.
Commander Power Shine.
Made a couple of brilliant overs. And Miller normally does this. He gives himself a bit of time and then he'll get into that mode where everything disappears. But he makes sure that he gives himself enough time at the pitch in the situation so that he gives himself every chance of making an impact. Some say it's promise unfulfilled because it's got a lot to offer, David Miller. But pace of the ball could work also because he can get a little anxious at times and miss it a slow ball every now and then. CD against spin is also okay. It's not great. Pakistan will be looking to just be on the cruise control, not look for any dramas or heroics. Basic stuff needed. Block the fours and sixes. Feel well. Pakistan at the same stage were 96 for 3, so 17 runs is their advantage. David Miller, with his great ability to hit a six, he's a big striker of the ball.
he would ideally want to take this innings deep, give himself time so that when the charge is on, he's well settled. Pakistan would probably keep Usman Dada up the sleeve when Miller gets a bit aggressive later on in the innings. Smash into the gap. Fast outfield, that's well collected. I think it's Hussain Talal who feels well. Sarfraz very keen for the throw to come right on top of the stumps, on the full. Because of the weak conditions, you don't want to throw the ball on the back. Pakistan with a fair advantage at this stage.
Yeah, and just feel that South Africa need to do something really quickly. Then it'll be difficult to get away. And they need some boundaries to close that gap. And then obviously when spin comes in, they'll have a bit of a margin to maybe knock it around, but they need to capitalize on the fast bowling.
It's a little bit of pause there. They're trying to pass some sawdust to keep that area nice and dry. What is happening is because of the dew, we are taking that moisture, which is formed on the sole, onto the crease. Slow ball, slipping a little bit, playing not ideal bowling conditions, but you've got to deal with it. And I think if Pakistan go on to win this, defend this score, will be great for them because South Africa called correctly and had the best time to bowl. I think that's out, caught behind. It's a big blow. Fahim Ashraf does it to Pakistan. Kind of an innocuous delivery outside the off stump, and David Miller just losing it. Maybe it had a little bit of extra sideways movement, but from a distance, it didn't look that threatening a delivery. Outside out off stump, nip away. The edge regulation catch, Pakistan.
सालों से चली आ रही संपर्क से इस मोहब्बत को मिला है एक नया ढंग बी प्लीज सुपर सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा
Can you show this to one? जो खुशी का खात्मा करे और इसमें शामिल कंडीशनर रखी आपकी दावत को हर सीजन में soft and beautiful. Can you show this to one?
दागिब एंड आम है और ना इसमें इस निम्को का कोई काम है पेश है कुरकुरे निम्को हाई क्वालिटी इंग्रेडिएंट चटपटे herbs और स्पाइस है ताजे ऑरेंज में बनते मल्टी लेयर हाइजीनिक पैकेजिंग जो रखे कुरकुरे निम्को को खराब क्या हुआ सही नहीं बोला
बहुत अच्छा था अब मैं खा लूं
अब निम्को नहीं सिर्फ कुरकुरे निम्को
Can you show this to one? जो खुशी का खात्मा करे और इसमें शामिल कंडीशनर रखी आपकी दावत को हर सीजन में soft and beautiful. Can you show this to one?
और जब है तो जाओ जरा दिल को जगाओ जिगर जरा डुबकी लगा हो जाएगा टी टाइम बना
लिख है ये भी और आप भी लो सूख गए था आपको कोई नहीं निकाल सकता। जो कोई नहीं कर सकता वही तो चैंपियन करता है। नया बेहतर सर्फ एक्सेल। इसकी स्टेन लिफ्टर टेक्नोलॉजी कपड़ों की तह में जाके सब सूखे दाग भी खींच निकाले। नया सर्फ एक्सेल, दागों का चैंपियन।
Introducing Peak Freeze Choco Lava. Peak Freeze Choco Lava. Bigger and chunkier.
क्यों है ये दाग? इतना इम्पॉसिबल।
लेकिन अब एरियल करेगा सब पॉसिबल। एरियल में शामिल माइक्रो स्क्रबर की पावर कॉलर्स के जिप की
He'll take over the mantle, but then a couple of wickets have fallen to quieten him down. He's not the last.
Yeah, Miller playing away from his body, straight front leg. This sort of situation, ball's got to go. We appreciate that. Just credit to Fahim, they've taken it across him. It's worked.
Certainly a little bit off the surface with a cross-seam delivery. That's quite a few of the Pakistan boys have been looking to do because of the ball being so slippery out of the hand.
He's honest with himself. He'll know he could have played it better.
Picked it up with a couple of mutters that he's muttering to himself.
I'd like to keep an eye on the boundaries there, Hayes. 18 Pakistan's innings, fours, 11 sixes, South Africa 12-1. Whilst they're still very much in the game, at some stage you feel that there's going to have to be a fair amount of boundaries.
11 sixes is so unique for Pakistan. That's what gave them that nice little boost towards the end. Rizwan was magnificent. 100. Someone that steep, you expect them to put a couple of the boundaries. It's a big ground, this one, 75 meters long, straight from here. This one hits 7 of those. It's a big improvement from what we're used to seeing in Pakistan, hence that challenging total. So just a little bit of soreness or perhaps a little bit of cramp. I picked up one word there, energy. That's all I needed to hear. He was encouraging his teammates to do.
Well, Pakistan was smart when they took the pace again with the ball. We had that little spurt from them. We got them a lot, got them away. Hazard was quickly onto the pace off it. He's got options. Brilliant in the spell from Qadir. Now we're seeing spin continuing.
Class will be itching to get going. Hendricks has got to start going. He's got no choice. I think he's such a talented cricketer, Reza Hendricks. When he is playing well, he's beautiful to watch and a boundary rider. High percentage of boundaries when he's playing well. Five singles off this over so far. Need a boundary off this last. He knew that, and he played that superbly. Such good work from Clarkson. That is a really good shot. 9 off it now, 14 gone, 92 for 3.
ये भी और आप भी
क्यों है ये दाग? इतना इम्पॉसिबल।
लेकिन अब एरियल करेगा सब पॉसिबल। एरियल में शामिल माइक्रो स्क्रबर्स की पावर कॉलर्स के जिप की दागों का सफाया सिर्फ एक धुलाई में। मोटरसाइकिल का है मजबूत। और जब है तो जाओ जरा दिल को जगाओ, जिगर जरा डुबकी लगा, हो जाएगा टी टाइम बना।
कमांडर पावर शाइन। लो, सूख गए दाग। अब कोई नहीं निकाल सकता। जो कोई नहीं कर सकता वही तो चैंपियन करता है। नया बेहतर सर्फ एक्सेल। इसकी स्टेन लिफ्टर
You can see from our closer shot, that shot, it's fairly solid.
That's good to know. You got a bet before 9, Hayes.
I was told, Darryl.
Now, this was some good cricket from Klaasen. Like all good keepers, they particularly good on this shot. Needed the boundary and he pulled it off.
Fahim again. A bit short that time, whipped away. Hendricks wants to come back for the second. Slide on the one, so that's one more to Klaasen. That unlocks very quickly from the non-striker's end. Here's the ITEL mobile question of the day. What is Pakistan's highest score in one international cricket? John ITEL Pakistan's Instagram page to win daily phones and merchandise. Our stats man Mazza just told me. I won't let everyone know. If you get on that page and check it out. Slow ball. Still got to wait for a couple though. That's good running.
That's something South Africa really got going this evening. That ability to just knock it into the onside or the offside for 2. But the way he set up there, Hendricks, it's perhaps time now where he's realised he's got to up it a little bit. Got to start dealing with it. Well, probably at least a boundary and over. Not too, they don't want to leave themselves with too much to do in the end.
Well, they've got to go at 12s pretty much from here. So they've got to be thinking certainly 2 boundaries and over probably at this stage. As one, that is one bounce and races away.
So Hendricks becoming a bit more proactive now. It impresses me how good these guys are today when they put off these sorts of shots. Well, watch, and that's how you do it. The man's up. It's invited the shot. And there's a little boundary for South Africa. So, Hayes, you reckon at least 2 and over should make for some good viewing. Let's remember, they've got 7 wickets in hand. I don't want it to come up with boundary hitters.
Wait for Torres to come and the electric player as well. Oh, it's a good crack off the backs. That's the second boundary of the over. 2 and 2.
Just what South Africa needed right now. You needed to start dealing in a few boundaries. And suddenly Hendricks has got to 43 or 34. So here's the momentum shifting back to favour South Africa.
So they've got their 12 off this over with that shot. Means this last ball is a bonus ball. Sounds a bit like a bingo call. Oh, it's fine, and it's gone. It is a bingo call. 3 balls in a row. 16 off the over. 108 for 3.
लो सूख गए था अब कोई नहीं निकाल सकता जो कोई नहीं कर सकता वही तो चैंपियन करता है नया बेहतर सर्फ एक्सेल इसकी स्टेन लिफ्टर टेक्नोलॉजी कपड़ों की तह में जाके सब सूखे दाग भी खींच निकाले नया सर्फ एक्सेल दागों का चैंपियन
Ready, steady, boom! One shot! It's a sixer!
Red Bull gave him wings all right. तरक्की की लगन में इस मिट्टी से वफा निभा रहे हैं खुशियों के बीच बो रहे हैं ये है FFC Cars introducing Peak Freeze Choco Lava. Peak Freeze Choco Lava, bigger and chunkier.
So wrong end. What goes the finger? Now, how much does that turn? I wonder if they're going to set this up. I reckon they will. They've got another 10 seconds to do it. He doesn't need 10. He sends it up on 11. What's it going down? It is given out. Is it going up on the ball?
Review for LBW. Original decision is out. It's a fair delivery. Move on to front on spin vision, please.
Ball is good. So, can I have Altraj to confirm? Then ball touch the bat or not? Altraj. Forward, 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 forward. Bat line, no batting ball. Ball checking when ready, please. Ball tracking is coming up. Pitch in line, impact in line, and missing wicket. Aline, you change your decision. Let you know when you're on screen. Change your decision. Got out.
Right, well, Conrad Clarkson lives again. Changed the call, he's still on strike. We've got 5 balls left in this over.
Worth mentioning 12 out of 12 running down. So his clean record continues.
Coming again down the leg side, picked by Clarkson. That's the single though.
South Africa surely got to think now that 61 and 34, 7 in hand. The man that's well set, he's got himself in a brilliant few boundaries in the previous over. As you mentioned, South Africa at least need to be backing themselves to pick up 1, if not 2 boundaries and over.
Got to go 2. Have to go 2 boundaries and over. Yeah. Make sure there's no real dramas at the end. Down to lose a couple of quick wickets on that the chase as things get a little bit tight. They do go 2 and over. It's still going to be fairly tight towards the end.
That required rate hasn't really got out of hand. But the run rate, that discrepancy between the run rate and the required, that's what bothers me a little bit. You want those two a little bit more closer.
Swiped across the line, and that's a superb shot. That really is. That's an unusual spot to hit that ball from that sort of line and that sort of length. A bit easy though. He did indeed.
So many people, they put up the shot on that back knee. He knows exactly where he was trying to hit this. You know, he's capable of this. Henry Clarkson, he's a smart cricketer. He's a good player.
Boundary hitter. He's an unselfish cricketer. He's one of those guys who does everything for his team, and his natural game is being nice and aggressive. Not easy for Usman right now. Trying to get a bit of purchase on these deliveries. Shams get some big rep early when he first came in the ball, but as the ball got a bit more slippery, it reduced the turning capacity of the ball, reduced the revolutions. Oh, that is superbly bowled. That is brilliant.
Real old-fashioned Jaffa. Spoke to Shamsi, his first delivery was exactly one. Turned and bounced on this occasion. We've seen the same. They haven't had any ball change, if I'm correct. They're still, they feel that they're still comfortable to hold in grip.
Last ball, only 1 boundary in this over. Oh, that might be out. There was definitely a noise. Definitely a noise. What does Rizwan want to do? Yep, he wants to send that upstairs. I think they have sent upstairs. Yes, they have. Confirmation again. Rizwan was absolutely certain. There was definitely a noise.
Senior fight to director. Review for LBW. Original decision is not out. It's a fair delivery. Move on to spin vision, please.
Can I have Ultra Edge, please? Over, 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 over. No bat in ball. No bat in ball. Back line, back line. Over. Yes, back line. Okay. Over, over, over. Back line. Ball checking, but ready, please. No bat in ball. The flat line. Waiting for the ball checking. Ball checking is coming up. Yes, pitching outside, impact outside. Stay with your original decision, Alim. Not out that you know when you are on screen. You are on screen now, Alim. Yes, not out.
You could understand actually the excitement from Rizwan because of the helmet that came back towards him, 114 for 3. Ralph now. Chris on the bounce.
He was expensive in his first spell. Harris, Ralph, and he's back now under pressure. South Africa. They're still very much in the game. Seeing where that extra pace has just allowed them to pick up the boundaries, and that's what they need right now.
6 runs off that last over, which means that required run rate has zipped up again to 11.5. So again, they'll need 2 boundaries off this. Pakistan will be very keen to break these 2 power hitters. And they have. He did not have to move. Pulled it straight to him.
Very unlucky for Carlson. He had to be playing the shot. You can't fault him in any way. Yes, perhaps he could have cleared that man. But when you pick him exactly, properly in his position, now that was shaker there, probably feels a bit unlucky. Didn't move. And it happens in this format.
क्यों है ये दाव? इतना impossible.
लेकिन अब एरियल करेगा सब पॉसिबल। एरियल में शामिल माइक्रो स्क्रबर की पावर कॉलर्स के जितनी दामों का सफाया सिर्फ एक धुलाई में।
हर शरारत में मुस्कुराहट में मैं जिंदगी का जायका बन जाती हूँ।
Simply that new flavor of life. Introducing P Cream's Choco Lava. P Cream's Choco Lava. Bigger and chunkier.
क्या हुआ? भैया बार वायरस है। जरूरत हम वायरस को बहुत कर देंगे। अमृत
Like what हम रख के साथ करें? Bomb, और virus चो।
सालों से चली आ रही सुपर से इस मोहब्बत को मिला है एक नया ढंग। पी क्रीम सुपर, सीधी सादी खुशी का
जो खुशी का खात्मा करे और इसमें शामिल कंडीशनर रखे आपके बालों को हर सीजन में सॉफ्ट एंड ब्यूटीफुल। Head and Shoulders 2-in-1।
डायमंड का मोटरसाइकिल टायर टायर मशीन सफर में
ये भी और आप भी।
Never the easiest of times to come in. You've got to hit the ground running. You've got to find the middle of the bat and at least give the batsman in the strike. So this was well struck by Henry Clarkson. It's a long boundary and the station exactly there. I have a lot of promise that he did what he had to do. Unfortunately, that can't happen. So all focus now is back on Hendricks.
Safety up now for Reason Hendricks. Getting ahead of the game now, just 38 balls, giving that some time.
Well played by him. 7 dots, 7 balls. Done well in that, rotating that strike. He had a very useful over where he picked up 3, maybe just 4 boundaries. But yeah, it's important that he pushes on. He's now got to take South Africa through.
But what they need here is they need a couple of guys to push through. Mafekweo as well. Certainly good enough to make a serious contribution. That's a boundary. We'll bank that bonus. You won't mind about the fact that it went to in that region. They need to get a little stand together. South Africa, Harris Rath would be delighted, of course, to pick up another quick one.
There's one man alone who will seldom win a match for you in this situation. 53 required of 26. So it's got to come from both of them. You need to see more of that. Boundaries, not exactly like that, but it's got to come from both ends. If they can keep Hendricks going, and he does deal with the odd boundary, picks that up, then those to come, if needed, we'll have to look for boundaries immediately. Got to get bat on ball at least.
Just feather one. Mike Pretorius will be next.
Commander Power Shine.
Introducing Peak Freeze Choco Lava. Peak Freeze Choco Lava. Bigger and chunkier.
क्यों है ये दाव? इतना impossible.
लेकिन अब एरियल करेगा सब पॉसिबल। एरियल में शामिल माइक्रो स्क्रबर की पावर कॉलर्स के जितनी दामों का सफाया सिर्फ एक धुलाई में।
Ready, steady, boom! One shot! It's a sixer! Red Bull gave him wings, all right.
Next on. Feel good. और आप Commander Power Shine.
Ready, steady, boom! One shot! It's a sixer! Red Bull gave him wings, all right.
क्यों है ये दाव? इतना impossible.
Pick it up, Ariel.
It's a good Yorker and straight away. And
Mr. Welsh is back.
was it?
Hey, Buzz. Evening, yeah. Comfortable for Pakistan, but one big over can change all that. Because the spinners have bowled so well, and a couple of overs of Shine Sharp freely as well. So comfortable at the moment.
Straight down the ground, got plenty of it, I think. He has indeed, half volley and put away.
Just like that, it all changes. Once you miss your length by only a fraction, it's such a good shot. Maybe 6 inches, 8 inches, and you pay the price. Extension of the arms, golf swing light, smash.
Superb. He got that Yorker spot on first ball. The Shaheen. Second ball though, just a rank half volley. 6 of the 12 required.
Nicely followed him.
Pakistan were extraordinary with the bat. They 11 sixes. South Africa just did 2. They've got 18 fours. They need a couple of huge overs. One actually, this man on stream created record. Most sixes in an innings. The Pakistani T20 batsman. 7 sixes for him.
Superb. Rizwan. Talking about him at the start of the innings and questioning, well, I was, an opening with Babar Azam going forward. Oh, toe ender. Just a little toe ender for the ramp. Enjoying a warm beverage on a cool night. Tries it again, works this time. Does well. Picked the Yorker and found a spot.
This time around, got towards the ball much quicker. Moves across. Almost hit that over leg stump. But he made sure that he was way outside off so that he could maneuver the ball there.
Shaheen got the response here. The two options would be slower delivery, stop that. Maybe the bouncer. The man has gone back now, so maybe he just continues with his plan of bowling Yorkers. Slower one. Really nice.
सालों से चली आ रही सुपर टेन इस मोहब्बत को मिला है एक नया ढंग बिग ग्रीन सुपर सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा
Ready, steady, boom! One shot! It's a sixer!
Red Bull gave him wings all right.
और आप भी
Done with the motorcycle tire must be.
Introducing Peak Cream's Choco Lava. Peak Cream's Choco Lava. Bigger and chunkier.
क्यों है ये दाम इतने इम्पॉसिबल?
लेकिन अब एरियल करेगा सब पॉसिबल। एरियल में शामिल माइक्रो स्क्रबर्स की पावर कॉलर्स के जितनी दामों का सफाया सिर्फ एक धुलाई में। मचा दे धूम। Ready, steady, boom! One shot! It's a sixer!
Red Bull gave him wings all right.
Done with the motorcycle tire must be supplementary.
क्यों है ये दाम इतने इम्पॉसिबल?
लेकिन अब एरियल करेगा सब पॉसिबल। एरियल में शामिल माइक्रो स्क्रबर्स की पावर कॉलर्स के जितनी दामों का सफाया सिर्फ एक धुलाई में।
Head and Shoulders 2-in-1 जो खुश्की का खात्मा करे और इसमें शामिल कंडीशनर रखे आपके बालों को हर सीजन में soft and beautiful. Head and Shoulders 2-in-1.
Introducing Peak Cream's.
Oh, well, good start from Harris Ruff, but he misses it. Steal a single.
Hendricks has to take charge now. He's batted for quite a long time, 41 deliveries. Has to make sure that he hits boundaries there. A does he go or leg side all packed in Irish Road. But he's bowled that first one into the pitch, the slow one. He relied on that. He just relied on bowling short of a length rather than going full. He can almost trust himself to just stay on the back foot.
Yeah. Surveying the field at the moment, looking at his options. Field coming up, so the third man comes up inside the circle, long off, goes back. It suggests a leg stump line, slower balls, taking the pace off it perhaps. There's the slower one. Does well again. Oh dear, oh my goodness. He's gone here. He's been run out brilliantly by Rizwan. And I think it was just confusion.
Didn't know where the ball out. Can I have your basketball, please? Yes, forward, forward, forward. Yes, I'm satisfied, satisfied, and my decision is out, big screen, out.
Bizarre fashion. Hendricks run out. Inside edge onto his pad. Didn't locate the ball and didn't know where it was. Slow one yet again. Quick inside edge into his pad. He doesn't know where the ball is. Then he just sets off, giving his one the opportunity to run him out. Bizarre to say the least. And it's out to 54. It's 134 for 5.
ये ad arm है और ना इसमें इस निम्को का कोई काम है पेट है कुरकुरे निम्को हाई क्वालिटी इंग्रेडिएंट चटपटे herbs और स्पाइस है ताजे ऑयल में बनते हैं वकीले हाइजीनिक पैकेजिंग जो रखे कुरकुरे निम्को को खराब कस्टम बिल्कुल से क्या हुआ सही नहीं बोला
बहुत अच्छा था अब मैं खा लूं
अब निम्को नहीं सिर्फ कुरकुरे निम्को
ओ खुद पे थोड़ा नाज भी सूखी है अपना मिजाज भी बिस्मिल्लाह
सूफी जो नाम है एडमंड
New batsman, and straight away looks to go over long off. Does it successfully, picks up 4.
Does well, no other option. It's another slow one, but this time slightly too full. And just released his arm, got into circle. It is connected well. Need a few more of those, and quickly.
No time to get your eye in here. Come out swinging from ball 1. Another slower one, crunched. Does well up. It'll go down as a missed opportunity. Probably saved 3, I would think.
It's actually just come and hit him. It hit him on the shoulder, so he didn't know where it was. It just crunched him in the shoulder. And to his luck or him being unlucky, he actually saved runs, but might have done some damage.
Very fortunate, but it wasn't head high. Came on and was sent away. Physiotherapist. It's tough to find a hairdresser in these COVID times, but
Yeah. Absolutely spot on.
14 deliveries remaining. So they want to look at maybe getting 15, 16 off the last over. Fahim possibly bowling. Find a way to get 16 or 17 off the next 8 deliveries. 2 from Harris Ralph and then an over from Shaheen. Whipped away leg side. Chance, is it? No, it's all the way. No, it isn't. Brilliant. Very well caught. Right on the boundary. I thought he'd misjudged it for a moment. But that is outstanding work from Hyder Ali.
Drop kick into the leg side, and Hyder Ali, when he always got comfortable under this. Little flick, timed well enough, but boundaries too long. Hyder Ali very aware of the rope. Harris Rope has another wicket. Pakistan marching along.
Lakwaya out for 14. It's 139 for 6.
भैया बार वायरस है डरो मत हम वायरस को बहुत कर देंगे अमृत
Like what हम मैच के साथ करें बम ब्लास्ट और वायरस चो
Introducing Peak Freeze Choco Lava. Peak Freeze Choco Lava. Bigger and chunkier.
.31 required. Last ball of Harris Ralph's spell. He's been expensive, but picked up a couple of wickets. 2 for 42. One ball remaining. Kane is the new batsman. Victorious goes leg side towards the gap. They should take 2. They will. Shaheen just losing his footing a little bit. Oh dear. Fortain's done a hamstring here. Or a calf, is it? He's done something anyway. Sure. What that is at the end of the over, we'll find out more, I'm sure. 141 for 6.
next on feel good
और आप भी
Running repairs. Maybe it's a calf, maybe the ankle. As he slips, it looks like the ankle lost his footing. He was about to turn. Spikes didn't grip enough in the surface. Maybe he just twisted the ankle. He looks okay. He's running on it now, wobbling around. It just seems as if he's putting more weight on it.
Yeah, definitely just slipped, didn't he? You can see that, put that up in the shot. Of just that slip as he went to turn and hobbled his way back. If the bowler had actually been at the stumps, would have been able to run him out quite comfortably. Watch Fortain, right of screen. Foot slips there and rolls his ankle. Comes back now. If the bowler had actually been at the stumps instead of back there, probably could have run him out quite comfortably. However, not to be. 29 required. 2 overs to go. Shaheen. Oh, the penultimate over. Try and close this out for Pakistan. Beautiful start.
And just another 5 more of those. 29 now, 11. So, saying 5 balls, they need at least 13. Third man and point in the circle. So, the opportunity to maybe get a boundary behind the wicket now with a change in field. Fine leg goes back, square leg comes in. But it seems as if Shaheen will be, more often than not, erring full.
That's away over third man and into the boundary for 4. A little bit of luck.
Yeah, that's the opportunity with the third man in the circle. You swing, you get an edge. And that's the best you can hope for. With third man in the circle. The edge with pace
rolled away. It's one boundary for the over. Need at least two more.
No slouch with the bat. Young Fortain. 3 first-class hundreds, highest of 194. Some credentials, but it's hitting power that's required right now for South Africa. Slow ball, lovely. Really nicely bowled.
Every delivery that doesn't go to the fence is now a win. Pakistan marching towards that victory. You know that Shahinshah Afridi win the ball will either be going Yorker or into the pitch slow one. I think the into the pitch slow one has worked extremely well throughout the game.
Oh, quick short one. Can't get a hold of that either. Possibly had the right idea. Tell you, Baz, that the record for Pakistan when defending totals in excess of 150 is phenomenally good. 52 matches, they've won 44. In defending a score of 150 plus, lost only 8 of those games. That's an 84% winning record. It'll click over 85%, I would say. So they get the job done tonight. Another cracking Yorker, but it's done well. Not sure how. Shane's not sure either.
It almost seems as if that's the only place that ball's going to go, runs are going to be had. It's third man. Or rather than still resisting the want to get a third man in place. There's a short third man, an outside edge. And we scrape the stumps. 21 of 7. Third man still in the circle.
It's a free hit for Fortain because you probably want Pretorius on strike for that last over. And he gets it well out of the middle. There is a man out there. Should come back for 2. Oh, in the end, yes, I think. But hey, that's rough. I think he's done well. Get yourself sorted, son, because you've got to come and bowl the last over. 19 gone. I think that'll be 2. 151 for 6.
Introducing Peak Freeze Choco Lava. Peak Freeze Choco Lava. Bigger and chunkier.
पेट का हाथ धोने के बाद घंटों तक जल्द को वापस आने से मजबूत करता है। बेटा के पास रखे बात सुने अब घंटों के पास है।
और जब है तो जाओ जरा दिल को जगाओ जिगर जरा डुबकी लगा हो जाएगा टीटा
लेट है ये भी और आप भी
Of these 3 T20s, a good contest so far tonight. South Africa winning the toss, sending Pakistan into bat. Posted 169 for 6, and Mohammad Rizwan. Maiden T20 International 100. Was brilliant with the bat. Fahim, last over, 19 required.
That's the thing that was so curious on strike. That just calmed the nerves. Pakistan in front. 18 left. 5 deliveries. Need this one to go. This one to go the distance.
Long off now on the boundary. Oh, terrific. Really good Yorker. Keep Pretorius on strike. That single. 2 ones. Good start for Fahim.
Time running out. But that was terrific skill. Really, Pakistan trying to drive the ball, making sure that
Nothing untoward in terms of the length of the bowling happening. Curious, can he clear the ropes?
Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Don't worry about that, Buzz. That has gone. Just a little flick over long on. There is some hope in that South African camp still.
And what a shot this was. It's just a little hook to mid on and it's sailed away. No high backline, just a little chip. It was almost a perfect yacht, but it ended up over the ropes.
Seriously good shot. You're right, it was just a little flick. Right, 11 from 3 now. Pressure back on Fahim. Full toss is blocked. Should just be the one. That will.
6 and 4 does it. But this man is off strike. Go to 6 and a 3.
Where are they going to get a 3? There's no 3s on this ground. Not available.
By leg.
Better 3 tonight? No, we haven't had a 3 tonight, have we? No. There you go. There's your answer. 2 to go. Gets the 4. There's the 4. We're now down to 6 required. Has he got the power? 14.
The terrific shot. Little ramp shot. Perfectly executed. Well, now the hard part. He looks as if he knows how to place the ball, knows how to place those big shots. Can he show us some power?
Oh, it's a terrific start, isn't it? It's exactly what we were hoping for. A good contest. Come down to the final ball of this first T20 International, the first of 3 in the series. Some pressure on Fahim Ashraf. Can he get that Yorker in the hole? Can Bjorn Fortuyn find the middle of the bat, find the boundary? Square leg, mid-wicket, mid-on, or long on and long off on the boundary with a deep extra cover. Wants a change here. It's, Rizwan and Babar Azam are making some last-minute decisions. Baz?
Just make sure you don't overstep or pull a wide. And this disappear out of the ground. Final shot.
6 to win. Ball was probably there, but going towards the gap on the leg side. End up being a couple. And Pakistan managed to defend 169. And they take the spoils in the first of 3 T20 internationals. Really cracking affair here tonight in Lahore to start the series off. They've won by just 3 runs, but we've seen a very good game and a young, inexperienced for the most part, South African side have pushed Pakistan all the way.
Very happy, Captain. After that brilliant innings from Rizwan, meant that Pakistan had a more than competitive total in the end. They bowled second, that meant it was more difficult with the ball getting wet. But this man, because of his innings, Pakistan ended up victorious. 7 sixes in his innings. And because the second Pakistani player to get hundreds in all 3 formats. For Pakistan, go 1-0 up.
That's a really good start. Enjoyable start to the series. I mean, not so much for the players, perhaps. Might be a few nerves out there for them. But we're looking forward to a good contest, and we've certainly got one. Rizwan was outstanding. With the bat, 104 not out. After 89 in his previous T20 International in Napier in New Zealand. 100 in the Test match just recently as well between these 2 sides, and continued on that form, that fine form. South Africa at different stages throughout the innings. They looked like they were in front, maybe even but they were behind at times. They found a way to take it all the way to the last ball. We're going to watch the travesty of Pakistan hadn't got across the line after a brilliant innings from that man.
Yeah, deserves all those handshakes, deserves all that credit, because it was one spectacular inning. And then Pakistan with the ball, all on the lights, with the dew, made sure they did the job. Spin was the deciding factor as well. South Africa fought hard and almost got over the line. 54 for Hendricks. Malan played beautifully for his 44. Victorious, 15 not out, but 3-run shot for South Africa.
Sawa's 4 overs, very tidy actually for the left arm spinner. Harris Ruff a little bit expensive, but a couple of wickets. Shaheen was good in parts. Usman was outstanding. Pick of the bowlers, 2 for 21 from his 4 overs of wonderful leg spin. The 1 over for Krishtil Shah went for 6, and Fahim had the job of bowling the last over of the innings, defended the total. 3 overs, 1 for 37.
So we go down to Usman Qadir. उस्मान बड़ी जबरदस्त आज बॉलिंग की पिक नहीं हो रहे थे शायद साउथ अफ्रीका आपको पिक नहीं कर सक रहे थे
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम जी मेरी कोशिश यही थी कि मैं अपने डॉट बॉल करूं और वेरिएशन के साथ बॉलिंग करूं और वैसे ही बॉलिंग की अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अल्लाह ने इज्जत दी
ड्यू थी मतलब ओस थी लेकिन आपको फिर भी बॉल स्पिन हो रहा था
जी बिल्कुल ड्यू थी थोड़ी सी और हमने उसके लिए प्रैक्टिस भी की थी पहले और प्रैक्टिस हमने की थी उसके लिए और हमने अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह जो हमें सिकलैन भाई ने और बिस्तो भाई वगैरह ने जो हमें प्रैक्टिस वगैरह करवाई वो आज हमें काम भी है अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह।
रिजवान आपको पीछे से बहुत सारी चीजें बता रहे थे कुछ ऐसा बताएं कि उन्होंने आपकी मदद की।
हाँ बस वो यही बोल रहे थे कि ज्यादा जोर नहीं लगाना क्योंकि जब एक बॉल मैंने जोर लगाया था वो थोड़ा पीछे गिर गया था तो उन्होंने मुझे यही बोला कि जोर नहीं लगाओ सिर्फ बॉल को छोड़ो तो उसके अंदर ही अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह वेरिएशन के साथ जो बॉल की उसमें विकेट मिली अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह।
चलिए थैंक यू वेरी मच एंड वेल डन टुडे।
थैंक यू।
Usman Qadir with a terrific performance. His leg spin and googly, they weren't picking him at all. And probably his spell of bowling meant that Pakistan proved that it was 2 for 21 for him, or 4.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the situation throughout the series, isn't it? The spin might be the trouble for South Africa. 2 for 21 off 4 was simply outstanding. Pakistan winning this contest by 3 runs, 169 for 6. They scored in their 20 overs on the back of Rizwan's brilliant 100. Purwell was good. Shamsi was good as well. It was the left arm wrist spin. And Fortain 1 for 25 from 3 overs. Pakistan winning by 3 runs. So the run chase getting underway for South Africa. Looking for a decent start, and they certainly got away to a good start. Some 4 boundaries in a row for Yanaman Malan. Until that happened, Usman brought into the attack, produced a beautiful leg spinner to disturb the off stump. Couldn't read it at all, Sneyman. Like he was really troubled by the leg spin. David Miller just never really got going either. His form has certainly tailed off in the last couple of years for the left-handed South African. Good catch on the boundary. That was straight to the man. And at this stage, the South African innings looked like it was just faltering, in a little bit of trouble. Windsor Hendricks bringing up the half century. And then, unsure where the ball went, ended up with Rizwan racing and cleaning it up in his right glove and picking it up brilliantly. I'm sure that Hector Quayle thought that was going all the way. Hyder Ali had other ideas. And it was left to the all-rounders and the tail-enders to try and get South Africa across the line. Pretorius tried hard, picked up a 6 there. There's a couple of late boundaries for Tame, but in the end, just a bridge too far for South Africa. 6 required off the last 4. They picked up 2, and Babar Azam, the Pakistan skipper, very happy with his charges. They win by 3 runs in this first of 3 T20 internationals. Time for a short break, and back with Ramesh Raja in the post-match presentation.
लो सूख गए था, अब कोई नहीं निकाल सकता। जो कोई नहीं कर सकता वही तो चैंपियन करता है। नया बेहतर सर्फ एक्सेल, इसकी स्टेन लिफ्टर टेक्नोलॉजी कपड़ों की तह में जाके सब सूखे दाग भी खींच निकाले। नया सर्फ एक्सेल, दागों का चैंपियन।
ये है हमारी मुसलसल लगन, छूते रहें हम सरफराजियों के गगन। ये है FFC का असर।
Nexon, feel good.
Ready, steady, boom! One shot! It's a sixer!
Red Bull gave Henwings all right.
जब वापस आ गया तो शैम्पू बदलना छोड़े, शोल्डर का बकायदा इस्तेमाल करें। खुश्की के जब पर असर 100% तक खुश्की मिटाए और ब्लॉक से रोके, कंधे से बोझ हटा दे। हेड शोल्डर।
ये भी और आप भी।
खुद पे थोड़ा नाज भी, सूफी है अपना मिजाज भी। बिस्मिल्लाह।
सूफी जो नाम है एतमाद का, तरक्की की लगन में इस मिट्टी से वफा निभा रहे हैं, खुशियों के बीच सो रहे हैं। ये है FFC का असर।
जब तुम्हारे एंटीबैक्टीरियल को तो कोई जीत के दिखाए।
Commander Antibacterial Soap, सफाई की रीच जरासीम से जी।
ये भी और आप भी।
पेट का हाथ धोने के बाद घंटों तक जर्म्स को वापस पानी से महसूस करता है। जर्म्स घंटों हिफाजत।
Introducing Peak Freeze Choco Lava. Peak Freeze Choco Lava. Bigger and chunkier.
क्यों है ये दाग इतना इम्पॉसिबल?
लेकिन अब एरियल करेगा सब पॉसिबल। एरियल में शामिल माइक्रो स्क्रबर की पावर कॉलर्स के जितनी दागों का सफाया सिर्फ एक धुलाई में। मचा दे धूम।
इस पिच पे पाकिस्तान जीतेगा।
इनसे आपके प्रेमी पाकिस्तान इंजरी के दूंगा।
बड़े प्रॉब्लम को चाहिए बड़ी हिफाजत। नया लाइफ बॉय केयर एंड प्रोटेक्ट, जो दे जरासीम से 100% यकीनी हिफाजत। बड़े ख्वाब बड़ी हिफाजत। नया लाइफ बॉय। सामने से चली आ रही सुपर से इस मोहब्बत को मिला है एक नया ढंग। बिग क्लीन सुपर, सीधी सादी खुशी का मजा।
जब तुम्हारे एंटीबैक्टीरियल को तो कोई जीत के दिखाए।
Commander Antibacterial Soap, सफाई की रीच जरासीम से जी।
डांस करूं पारा खाऊं एक टाइम